Hey there guys, this is Robinhood, and today I have a 2 versus 2, once again played with Chriseb, been playing with him a lot, that we did in Shogun. And real quickly here, for some reason it wouldn't let me record during the opening map screen, so I'm going to pause it to talk a second. Yeah, Yamasaki Choke Point, that's the map, and basically, as you can see, Chris and I actually deployed very close to each other. He started moving this way. He was like right here, but there's a shrine on this hill that's almost essential, and in a 2 versus 2 there's no chance that both armies are going to go in the center, pretty much, unless that's the people are playing together and that's their strategy. So I obviously have to fight for the shrine since it is the most important dojo. But here's the mistake that our allies, or not allies, our opponents made. Look at the gap between their armies, just pointing that out. That's almost a game over sentence right there, because we're going to pretty much, I mean, right when I saw this, I told Chris, I'm just like, hey, move this way, let's double team this guy. And then, you know, at that point, since we're pretty much going to kill him, there's really no chance. And he ends up not even having to come help me because I am going to cut through this guy on my own. But real quick, I'll read off my army. I have a 200 range bow monk, like 5 Naginata attendants. Once again, this is medium funds because Chris recently prestiged, which means, yeah, lower funds. So when I play with him right now, that's how it is. So it's my standard medium funds army, you know, the Nodachi Corps, got some of the Naginata warrior monks. Something I haven't talked about in a long time. I pretty much, depending on the map, if it's a map where cavalry can dominate, I don't do this. But notice Nico here in stand and fight, and his horses are way back. Where are they? I don't even know where they went. But yeah, there they are. I dismounted him at the beginning of the battle because whenever you mount and dismount your general, it for, you know, to go into stand and fight, when you dismount and then you're in stand and fight and you want to pop off a rally, so you undo stand and fight, what it does is it makes your general go all the way back up on his horse, and that takes a lot of time and can cost you the battle. If you're dismounted, you can pop him in and out of stand and fight really quickly, which I did here, and this allows me to you know, give my bows an advantage and then move up immediately right when we need to. And that's how my bows basically destroyed these guys right here. So yeah, as you can see at this point, it's in full melee combat. For some reason my bows get stuck in here, but they're not going to be for long. I don't know why my cav got stuck there. That's a bug. Okay, now they're moving on. But yeah, over here he charged all of his cav into a spear unit, and then I backed up with my cav. So bad idea. You can just see all the ruckus going on there. Here my katanas are just cutting through in my final frontier there. Sadly, some of them are dying. But otherwise, these lone swords and enemy katanas don't stand a chance. So yeah, very nice looking units. And wow, that unit spread all along the line here. But basically, in short, my swords are going to cut right through this guy, and that's going to be the end of him. Got my cav behind and killed his general here, and now his army is left to rout. My bows are shooting some of those men down. Men just getting killed. And so now look where we have this. I have a very strong army, still very strong that is, that can move around the flank here. And this guy's in kind of a gully. Yes, he has the sword dojo and this other dojo up here. I believe this is the one that increases, what is it, stamina of men? Not super important. And over here, I think I noticed this coming, or this might be where my cav gets caught. I should notice this. If they get caught, then I noticed it in a second and pulled them out. Yeah, I don't know. Oh well, whatever. My army is moving up over here, so we're basically just going to surround the other opponent, and that's going to be the end of it. Over here, my cav got into a little bit of a scrap with his general, but we're both going to retreat because he had spears going in, and I moved my bows while I was capturing the shrine onto this cliff, and they're going to lay down some fire. Now I'm going to move them back down the hillside, though. My matchlocks really haven't done anything much, but they're going to help out a bit later. And Chris's army, aside from the bows, is pretty much fully intact. And right here, this is the only bug that happened with the replay in this battle. His bows actually won this fight, while it has these guys winning. So that's the only bug there. But here, we're going to almost by accident, but at the same time on purpose, if that makes any sense. Like, we didn't intend for this to happen, but we seized upon it once it did. Gonna hammer and anvil his cab between both of our forces. I ran to attack him. He saw it coming, and I saw it was on a downhill, so I ran back this way, and then he turned to fight Chris's cab, which was coming. So yeah, I turned and took that chance. Here I'm gonna slam into these swords and bows, and look at the men that fell from that charge. Very nice. My men are gonna come up the hill now here, and I've got my katanas. It's kind of hard to tell. The lone swords look different though, but this is my katana unit that is you know, black armor, and his whole army's in black. But we're gonna cut through these lone swords, no problem. And this battle's gonna last for a while though. There's some of the fighting going on. Over here, this is a Katana Samurai unit, 9 chevs with Bonsai. So it's going to help a lot when my matchlocks set up here and start delivering volleys into the back of that thing. Yes, there will be some team kills by accident, but this unit is going to cut through his monks easily. So it's almost a necessity. This is the most dangerous unit they have. Otherwise, though, up here, Chris's army is just going to pretty much destroy what's down in the little gully here. And my army is going to cut through this spear wall. It went a lot faster in the actual battle. See, at this point, the spear wall had routed, which is why it's giving my men the attack order, as you can see, to go down here, because this spear wall didn't exist. So yeah, the replay bugs. But yeah, here my matchlocks were firing into the backs of these katanas and killing a large amount of them, ending this battle. So that's that, guys. Main lesson there is never to deploy that far away from your ally. I just don't recommend it. When we've done it, you know, if they decide to double team one of you, usually you can't get there in time to really change the battle and allow you to win. So, you know, just stick close together. That doesn't mean you have to be right next to each other, but stay in supporting range. Don't give your opponents the option to do what we did. And that's pretty much that. So please leave a rating and a comment and subscribe if you haven't. But that's all from me, guys. Robinhood signing off.